a lot of youth into it.
I will respond to the question first, then I will react to other points we made.
When you see a need, that is my own philosophy work. You take the lead.
On drainages, yes, we are going to be cleaning our drainages on a regular basis so that to allow the free flow of strong rains.
So we can't do it alone, but we'll continue to maintain. Sustainability of every product in the market is a big patronic.
I need you guys to be very, very sincere with yourselves and practical.
The issue of investors coming in, issue of security being tackled, issue of revenue would have been well solved. And whoever that mentioned that you plug in the people is very fundamental. Today, people call me whatever draconian names. It's because of the fact that I put the hands on the plow, refuse to look back, and in agreement after various town hall meetings. And that is why at every meeting, Enrique is there, God bless him, I've been looking at this question, it's not biased. He has been very frank. Check your YouTube. You see a town hall meeting where we organize and everybody agreed. You must not forget that the environment also have laws to plug in. So I don't want to take your time, I'm not a lecturer here. But I'm saying it because I have so many youth here. Any one of them can become chairman of local government very soon. I also see the president of the FCRA. We went through a lot to plug the people. Yeah, things have happened, it has gone, but the environment is very, very important. So, I say this not because of them. They are already on the verge of getting into office. I say this because of you coming. Governance is not about utopian realities. It's about contemporary, factual realities. And you tailor fit solutions that are contemporary. You want to use the ferry to create jobs. The ferry job for each boat cannot be more than 8 persons. And you have a population of over 1.5 million, of which the youth takes about 80% of it. How do you intend to net a lot of youth into it? And for the APC, I see very frankly that you're too relaxed. And how do you intend to bring the federal government to take over Festac Town and do what is needful?
He's a concerned citizen with a wealth of experience, and it was good that he shared some very vital information that he shared that ordinarily at a town hall meeting when he was chairman we wouldn't have got. I mean, not be so. That's about it. Alright, so the questions are to you. 400 million to construct a bridge, about and you earn 900 million in a year. Well, you get 300 million to get a ferry and can only employ 8 people at once. You know, the youth population of over 600, youth population of over, say, 7 to 8.
I will respond to the question first, then I will react to other points.
Within the 2 minutes that you have.
If question is up to 5 minutes, the answer may be 10 minutes.
Within the 2 minutes. Your question,
yes. I agree, it's 10 minutes. Now the answer may be 20 minutes.
This is where I am moderator. Except I give you leave.
You were also moderator when the questions were coming. They didn't change you at the middle of the game. You were the same moderator when the question lasted for 10 minutes.
I can't this candidate Chine.
Thank you very much.
Hold on.
I will use the 2 minutes.
Hold on.
I will use the 2 minutes.
But you would hold on now.
Okay.
And please listen. Thank you. I can allow someone take 1 hour to dance about their questions. It is not your issue. Your issue is to respond to that question in 2 minutes. Once your 2 minutes is up, the bell goes and move to the next person.
I will do that.
Thank you very much.
Pedestrian bridge. If you were opportune to hear me, all the places I've gone for campaign, some of them are here. They are my witness. I told them that pedestrian bridge is not the project of the local government. We will lobby the government and the center, and I think I said it here, to do what? To come and do the needful. When we will tell them, if you turn that place, you see that every 1 minute, over 10 persons of our Wodofi resident, they cross that road. The only time you will not see anybody on that road is the time a truck or a car or a vehicle is passing. Don't tell me about the cost. The cost does not want human life, one person. So if it wants me to call the federal government to come and do it, that's the job of the chairman of the local government to tell the federal government to come. Party affiliation does not matter. I belong to APGA. I belong to. If I go in there, I am not the chairman of APGA. I am the chairman of Amuwodofi local government. And if I tell the president of Nigeria to come and fix the please for my people, the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria will come and do it for the people of Amuwodofi, because people of Amuwodofi are the people of Federal Republic of Nigeria. I don't need to belong to APC for federal government to come here and do what is needful that will save human life. Thanks and God bless you.
Now that, order please, hello. Now that you use less than 2 minutes to answer the question now. Thank you. Candidate Valentine.
Thank you very much. My question is how to bring the attention of the federal government. Thank God that I'm an APC candidate for the forthcoming election. And I want to promise that if elected as the next chairman of our local government, of course, the former governor of Lagos State, the president of Fashola, is in charge of the Ministry of Land and Housing, which FESAC is an integral part of his portfolio. I will seek attention, first and foremost, the body that helped the FESAC, the FHA, in Amuwodofi, and also in conjunction with the minister in charge of FESAC, on how we can partner together as a government to look at the needs in the FESAC town and the area that is challenging. How we can better the people, residents of FESAC town. That will take me no extra length in achieving that. And I promise that by the time I be elected as council chairman in Amuwodofi government, I will liaise with the Federal Ministry of Housing to make sure that FESAC is keeping attention this time around. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Just before you speak, Jabio, I noticed that the murmurs are becoming too.
Question. While I was speaking, I in my comments, I did not utter that the local government will sponsor the ferry projects. As I rightly said, while I was trying to introduce myself, I said I'm a man of humanitarian service that believes service to humanity is the best work of life, and that is what we are doing. What we do is to go into rural areas and urban areas to see to their needs and take the lead.
I will do the general questions, but we have interest groups that we had sent invitations to. So, and of course, they did come with their questions. First, I'd like to call on Mr. Tony Williams. I'm sure he's representing the Police Community Relations Committee. I hope I got that right. Yes. So PCRC. Where's the man with my microphone? He's in front of you here. Just go. He knows himself. He knows his name. I know him personally. That's why I called his name. You see, they don't want me.
Well, let me tell you. My name is Richard Anthony Babatule Williams. I'm the chairman of Police Community Relations Committee, bridging the gap between the police and the community. Well, my question. You see, I'm not convinced, with the answers given by all of you about accessibility and security. Okay? When we are talking about accessibility, talking about past experience, past leaders in Amuwodofi local government, right? So somebody like us, where I believe that we have access to them because we are community leaders and we are not there to go and lobby either for appointments or whatever, but to defend the community interest. Now, from the past experience, I can see that this is not, good enough. And I have my belief that if you are, into office, if you are voted into office, probably you change, this for the betterment of every one of us in a world of, local government. Talking about, security, right? We have different kinds of security, being put in place. But at least, you know about, the police. What are your plans, for the, police? Because if there's any problem, right, you cannot call your neighbor the police that will come, right? So I'm looking, forward so that we can bridge that gap between the police, like I said, and the people.
Thank you.
We are appealing to the candidate that is going there. When you reach there is land at Abule Ado, there is land at Satellite there. You should create mechanic village for us so that the challenges that we are facing at the Pupa zone and all other places is too much. The way people are messing us is too much. Please, we need your support whenever you reach your office.
Thank you. So please take them off the road. Would you be creating more mechanic villages for them? That's the question. Next is there is the legal fashion designers. Have they asked a question? Yes, they have. Thank you. This plenty acronyms. Okay, now give it to that man from NYCN.
Build the nation, destroy the youth.
Thank you so much. If anybody that emerges, if you try to destroy the youth, you are destroying yourself. Definitely. I heard about the former chairman coming talking about networking the youth to the government. Great, absolutely. I heard about the candidate of the Labour Party talking about what they call neighborhood watch and all those things. I told the DPO this morning when we had the security summit with the youth and the local government, if you build more police stations without empowering the youth, crime will not stop. You must engage the youth. They must have something doing. While building a police post or building a police station, the youth must be engaged. They must have something doing. No doubt, some youth, even if you call them to come and be engaged, they will not come. No doubt. That is why we have National Council of Nigeria, which is the umbrella body for the entire youth. I have the youth wing of the Christian Council of Nigeria. They are here too, and the Muslim youth. Through the youth council, who can empower the youth. I want to ask you, apart from neighborhood watch, how do you think, or what do you think? How do you think can empower the youth to make sure the youth are being carried along? Because crime is increasing. I told the DPO, every day by day, people are living outside Lagos, Badagry, coming to Festac, thinking Festac is a business passion, or I'm more of a business passion. Now, tell us, thousands of people are everywhere. The public chairman did a little when he was there, he did well, but we want more. Thank
you. You want more? Will you give them more? That's question number 3. Back to you. Let me start with Chinedu. Would you provide more unemployment for the youth if you become chair? Sorry, empowerment. Employment is when you empower people. How do you empower people if you don't employ them? The next one, employment. Oh, I know what I said. Father Lord. Okay. Now we go to the last round of questions from okay, so I'll take one question from FTRA. FTRA, who is repping FTRA here? Are you, sir? Is the president here? Please. Okay, they say you should. Who is asking the question on behalf of FTRA? Hold on. Please hold on. Hold on. Oga, come. Oya, come. See this man wearing white. Give him. Quick. Oga, if you don't ask your question straight,
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, actually, I don't want to actually ask some observation in the recent times.
Please tell us your name and where.
Oh, sorry, something I don't know is my name. I represented my family. So, I realized that there's a trend actually in a mode of not necessarily in Lagos State alone, across Nigeria. I realized that any government social project, for instance, bore water, they usually plant this around party members' house. It's a trend, I don't know. So that it's when the man decides to own the puppet machine to get like the community, the government community. How do you try to tackle this party influence in your social intervention programs? Because they seem to be overcrowding decision. Before you know it, it's only the road where your party chairman is and be down. And things like that, yes, it's trending. But please, how do you curtail party involvement in your social intervention program? Thank you.
Good question. Let me rephrase this question. How can you separate politics from governance? Not be so? Thank you. Abga, one question. Quick. Anybody from Abga? One question. Give her. Are you from Abga? No. Hold on. Put your, if you not be the group why God, not raise your hand. Anybody from Abga here? But yeah, give her now. Quick.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My names are Agugo Immaculate Ijoma from Abga. I want to ask a question because when Miss Valentine was introducing himself, he said something that caught my attention. He said he will work on the environment, that all of us can bear him witness that the environment is very dirty. And I know him very well as part of the former administration. Is he trying to tell us that the former administration did not do it, which is part of it? Is he trying to give us a new environment?
Madam, wait. No. Please, I am the moderator, you will please listen. Hold on. Please hold on. Madam, you will please hold on. Madam, should be I'm the one. Please hold on. You will please sit down. Okay, please sit down. Please sit down. When you sit down, you will hear why I am interjecting. It's simple. I said hold the mic, but hold on. Is that what I said? Please understand that we have security operatives here. Madam, why I asked you to hold on is this. Were you here when we started the event? Yeah. Did you hear the ground rules?
Yes.
Are you sure you did?
Yeah.
There will be no personal words.
No, I'm not.
Hold on. I'm the one asking you the question now. Okay. There will be no personal words. Yeah. You will go straight to your question without any personal word attached. If you please listen to me. If you are going to ask a question, ask your question. Yeah. Don't dangle. Don't interfere. Don't call anyone out. The question is for any group. Are you going to? Would you listen to me, madam? If you are not going to follow it, I will ask them to take the mic from you. Ask your questions. Don't call out. Ask general questions. Don't refer to the past chairman. Don't hold on. I did not cause it. Listen. I called one representative from each of the political parties to ask a question that each of them can answer. Good. Because of you asking your question, don't refer to the former chairman. Don't say because it's a part of the former administration is this. Ask your question, madam.
Okay, the question goes like, as the environment, how are they going to improve on the environment? Are they the environment? Are they continue based on what is on ground before, or are they giving us a new environment?
God bless you. Your question is simple. Now that you have put your question without calling anybody's name, did you lose validity? No. Your question here, madam, is one of the things I was going to ask in my closing remarks. Continuity in what? In governance. Simple. Young men, gentlemen on the podium, do you have plans to continue governance? Because government abhors what? Vacuum, isn't it? There's continuity, whether you are from one A, D, Z party. The fact that there are existing, the fact that there are existing programs that are beneficial to the community must be what? Continued, irrespective of whatever party that wins. True or false? That's the question of the young lady. That's question number 2. Please take it to the end. Hold on. That's after. APC. APC 2. Are you from APC? Say? Oga, listen, Oga. When you hear when the ground rules were set, you understand. If you go against it, I'll yank the mic off from you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name is Patrick Okoli Ojomo, a concerned youth of this local government and passion driven. My questions goes first to the three candidates, and firstly, I would like the other candidates to answer this question. When I came around, you said you are going to take off the bucket women from artisan level to higher level. In language of development, it's called human capital development. My brother, I want to hear figures. The first year, the second year, the third year, the fourth year. Your government is not done in a random.
Question 1. Continue.
Question 1. Secondly, and lastly, the whole aspirant, so the whole candidate seated, should sit down and tell us how they are meant to pull human capital development. Women, youths, take more poverty. Nigeria is a poor country, and take first, second, third, fourth year. Thank you very much.
Thank you. First things first, Nigeria is not poor. Don't live in that illusion. So hold on, please hold on. You have a question, one house. Thank you. You are entitled to the comments. I won't stop it, but please don't let it distract. Are we done? Would you want 2 more minutes? Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, Mr. Valentine, there was a particular question to one person. Okay, that's Chinedu. Please take note of that. Take note of your questions, and you're taking note too. Anybody from Labour? Hold on. Who is asking the question? You. Question. You have a personality attack. I got the mic off from you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. My name still remains Honorable Moses Eromosele Yoha, Labour Party. I just want to ask this question. Pass this question to the candidates. Now, we've noticed for recently what the way some shops and structures were brought down or destroyed in Mile 2 estate environment in Amuwodofu. And as the chief security officer of the local government, who is supposed to protect the residents of this community, what do the chairman tend to do to stop this kind of thing occurring again? Because you know the kind of government we have in Nigeria, they don't provide a solution. They just destroy and keep people in that manner and that state, and worsen the situation of the livelihood of people. So I want the chairman to tell me what they would do if they were in the office, what they would do to ensure that to protect the citizens of Amuwodofu.
Thank you very much. We have brought you out from your homes, since morning. But most importantly, it will be unfair. A good host, they say, a good guest, they say, knows when best to do what? To give. It will be unfair for us to stay beyond the time we've been given here, as gracious as our hosts have been to accommodate us. So first, let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. So because a good guest knows when best to leave, we have appealed to them to give us just about 10 minutes so we can wrap up. It's almost 4. Actually, if we had started at 12, that's the plan. We should have been rounding up by now. So here's what we will do. You all have 3 minutes for closing statements. All the questions that you should have taken note of, including your closing statements, you will answer in that closing statement. But before that, so while you work on the closing statement, the Honorable Dingbo, do you have a question or a comment? You have a comment? Hold on to your comments.
I have a question.
Do you have a question, sir? Hold on, not you, sir. Sir, the one sitting down, the elderly man sitting down. You have a question, sir.
Yeah, I'll go straight. Olayande is my name. Elias Babaomo. I'm the chairman of SOC in Amu Ward of the local government, in Amu Ward of the estate. We have been asking of youth all along, but none of them has actually talked about the elder ones. You know how elders will go and die? So I want to ask them, if they come to power, what plan are they having for the elders? And that's my question.
Thank you. In your closing statement, you will address that question. The panelists they also have one final question. I will come to them. What group are you representing, sir? If you deviate from a question, I have the right to take up the mic. Do we have an agreement? Quickly. Yes, within 30 seconds, sir.
Thank you. My name is Olu Donald. Very simple question. My brother from my two said something about the towns we have in the streets of Amowodofe. It's very paramount because security is key. And now in Festa town, we have a set of people who collect tolls from people inside the estate. As far as my research is concerned, more than 50 million naira is being collected from residents in Festa town every month. Now that money is not being used properly as at the last dispensation. And I'm asking my people here, what are they going to do as regards a more organized setup for collection of tax from people and having everything done well organized? Thank you very much.
The issue of taxation is paramount. I agree. We have some comments on that. Thank you. Father Lord. 30 seconds. No, I will after him, I'm not entertaining anybody. Give him. Prof, MC Prof, if it's beyond 30 seconds, I'll yank you off. Quickly.
Thank you. Thank you very much. One of the sectors that have engaged the youth meaningfully is entertainment. Now, how do you, if you emerge the chairman of a board of local government, how would you curb youth restiveness using entertainment without exposing our children to vulgarism, without exposing them to danger? How do you use your good office, how do you use entertainment to curb youth restiveness without exposing them to danger? Very simple. Yeah, thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Let me acknowledge the past, local government chairman, Comrade Ayo Aliwani. And let me congratulate these two people. You're great men. I must say, it's not easy. But let me say this. It's very, very important I came here. Ask me why. Because what's happening at the moment, personally, I don't like it. I liaise with the local government from the state. And the relationship at the moment is very awful. I must say this. I'm here not because I'm PDP or I'm Labour Party, but I'm here because I want to work with a like mind. I celebrate you, sir. You're a fantastic man. Regardless of my party. But I must say this in all honesty. See, the country has gotten to a level where we need a response to sincerity. I'm a youth. I'm just a privileged youth. And I need you guys to be very, very sincere with yourselves and practical. You've been very practical. You've been very practical too. Everybody's been practical. It's just that the practicality has the level it is. And that's why probably you see me, I stand all alone in my party because I'm not saying someone not practical in the opposition party. I'm not a politician. I'm just finding myself running politics. I'm just here to commend them. We've heard all you've said. I've heard all you've said. I want to work with a working system. I want to work with a working individual. I want to work with someone that can actually disseminate what we do at the states to the local government and not be partisans. That's why I'm here. It bothers and gets me crazy when I see things that, we're doing over there. But one of you are going to sit there. I'm not going to ignore it. And that's the honest truth. Regardless of the fact that it's my party or not, I'm not going to ignore it. So please, that's my own candid advice, because I am part of these people. And I'm looking for that transformation and change. Thank you.
We'd like to thank the Honorable for his words. We will take our closing statement. We'll start with Chinedu.
Thank you very much. Please.
Yes, 3 minutes. Please, can we have silence in the house? 3 minutes, please.
I want to thank you for coming. I want to beg you to vote for me. Vote for APGA. Don't be partisan about it. Don't be tribalistic about it. Don't be sentimental and emotional about it. Be individualistic about it, and God will deliver. And I want to say, somebody said about a borehole in somebody's house. If by God's grace I win, I will not be executive chairman of APGA. I will be executive chairman of Amu-Odofin local government. I will never wear any clothes written APGA once I become the chairman of Amu-Odofin local government. I'm telling you. And in my dress code every day, if you count 7 days in a week, look at my pictures when I came out for primaries. I represented the 3 major tribes. You will see it in all my attire every day as I come to work. So I want to tell you that I'm not tribalistic. Thank you. Then good environment. Definitely will create good environment. There is no way we live in a dirty environment. Take good stock of where we live, where I live presently. If you come to my clothes, take the best house in that clothes. If it's not my house, then no, it's not my house. Come to that place where I live. If the house there, the neatest house in that seat, close of 321, no, it's not where I live. Go and take stock right now as I'm talking. Enter my car. If it's not the neatest car packed in this place, no, I am. So I must give you good environment. Then I never said I would take artisans to. I never said I would make artisans to be bank managers. I said we will not empower only artisans. I don't like a situation whereby anytime politicians want to talk, they will be talking about little things. I said about empowering youth, making them to. We all know how to use computers, and I've told you how much we pay for hotel management software. My brother, all the supermarkets uses management software. If you press C code comes out, press F. To install that thing in a supermarket is nothing less than 150,000 naira, and you can sign retainership with that supermarket. Every month they can pay you 30,000 naira. That's what I'm saying. That I will not empower only artisans. I will empower those that I've personally or somehow empowered.
And by government, we will give our revenue to everybody that knows how to get increase in revenue for us, for able to embark on our projects for the good people of our government. And I stand before you, I'm Valentine, Engineer Valentine, Kurashi Ibrahimo, the APC candidate for our government. A vote for me is a vote for development. A vote for me is a vote for quality and qualitative education. A vote for me is a vote for rural development. A vote for me is a vote for safe and secure environment. A vote for me is a vote for clean and clear environment. A vote for me is meant for welfare of the people. I thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. We will take the closing statement of Jamiu Olakpalo.
Thank you very much for the privilege given to me to have a chat that sees as a chat to you all. Let me first of all answer most of the questions briefly. The issue of borehole. Majorly, as I've rightly said, I've rightly introduced myself. I said that I'm one of humanitarian service, I believe service humanity. is the best work of life. These are the things that we have been doing. We don't need to belong to a particular party before we start doing it. And I was going to set a scenario in my zone, B zone to be precise. There was a borehole erected there by the previous administration. And when I move into that place, I found out that borehole is not working. And I found out that a lot of people need this borehole. What does it cost? That is my own take. You need to take, when you see a need, that is my own philosophy word. You take the lead. That is what I've been doing all my life. On the question of what's it called? The demolition. It was so unfortunate. I was there for that day when the lady came to address us. And I asked her a question. She tactically dodged the questions. And one major thing, and one major fact that I see in those things is what they call tenacity of purpose. What does tenacity of purpose mean? You make an alternative for people, even if you have to demolish those shops. Make an alternative for them to trade. Within a mode of where is market, we can shopping center take serve the entire people within the estate. No, there is no alternative. So my own administration, which is very key, whatever we want to do, we introduce the word tenacity of purpose. You make alternative for people to feed, not destroying them. So on this note, I want to appreciate you all. My name is Benjamin Olabalogun, a bona fide indigene of this town, the present youth president of the indigene, the PRO of the National Association of Lagos State Students. I want to assure you one thing, that the impact that I and my team are talking about, it is not only me, it is a teamwork. I'm talking about, it's either you as an individual, you are feeling our impact directly. But if you are not feeling that impact directly, I want to tell you one thing and I want to assure you one thing, that within your household or within your area, that impact must be felt. But peradventure, if you are not feeling that impact, by the special grace of God, within a mode of local government, that impact must be felt. Thank you so much and God bless you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that it's been time well spent, even though we didn't start as scheduled. We'd like to thank every one of you seated here, the honorable member representing us at the Lagos State House Assembly, the immediate past chair of the Lagos of the Board of Council, all the members of the First Town Residents Association. We'd like to thank all groups, please, too numerous to mention. You all, your participation and your commitment, your questions, I'm sure, further has prepared these candidates for at least any one of them that eventually becomes chair of our council. You have engaged that person enough today to know that it's no longer business as usual. So, we'd like to thank our media partners. These persons have made sure that we have online mention, they have ensured that we have record of this. If for nothing, very distinguished gentlemen on the rostrum, if you forget every other thing that we have done today, the recordings of this is our social contract with you. We would always refer back to this to say, you told us you would do this, now this is it. We will play back these tapes. One thing about the social media is that it may forgive, but it doesn't forget. True or false? It's online. The conversations are on Amuwo Decides, hashtag Amuwo Decides. Let's take the conversation offline from here, or rather online from here. Let's continue to engage this gentleman. I'm sure they have Twitter handles. Perhaps we can continue the engagement online. We'd like to thank Festac Africa Magazine. Please a round of applause. Festival Africa Magazine. We'd like to thank Soul Media. Soul Media. T-Soul Media. Thank you very much. We'd like to thank Shakara Square. Where are they? Please a round of applause for Shakara Square. We'd like to thank, of course, our convener, Festac Online. Thank you very much. We have Gidi Info Media. Please a big round of applause for them. Yes, we'd also like to thank our hosts, our sponsors for today. We'd like to thank the Golden Tulip Hotels and Conference Center. Please a round of applause. We'd like to thank Mida's Signature. Please a round of applause. And Eva's Bookshop. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen. Of course, please a big round of applause for Rachel Chukwuwike. Thank you for joining us. My very good friend Irikefe. That's your name. You please forgive me. But Irikefe is good, right? Thank you. Our doctoral student, a PhD in VIEW, our very own Kingsley Osere. I hope I got that right. My name is Chinefe Jude Mary Udechukwu. My singing lapses. But most importantly, I need you to give a big hand of applause to this gentleman on the others. If you stand, we will take the national anthem. And we will take some photographs. If the Honorable is still here with us, together with local former council chair, maybe representatives, the chair of the local government chair of parties here present, and then some other interest groups. But first, please stand for the national anthem. If our DJ is still here and he don't go, or you want a DJ or not, please, we are patriots. Arise, O compatriots, Nigeria's God obeys to serve our fatherland, the labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve without a might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Long live Abu Wadafi, long live Lagos State, and indeed, long live Nigeria. Thank you very much. We will take pictures, gentlemen.
How do you intend to net a lot of youth?
I will respond to the question first, then I will react to other points we made.
When you see a need, that is my own philosophy word. You take the lead.
On drainages, yes, we are going to be cleaning our drainages on a regular basis so that to allow the free flow of storm drains.
So we can't do it alone, but we'll continue to maintain. Sustainability of every product in the market is a big patronage.
I need you guys to be very, very sincere with yourselves and practical.